I'm Laura Peterson, Spiritual Life Coordinator here at St. Anne Christian, and I just want to tell you a little bit about Pursuit. It's an event that we've done for many years here at St. Anne Christian, and what we do nowadays with that is we take the entire student body down to a camp for the day. We just use the day to do a couple of different things. We have several goals. One is to give kids an opportunity to grow in their faith. Another chance for our students and our teachers to get to know each other, to be known and know others, and then also just to set the tone for our school year to be on the right path. And so we do this very intentionally in choosing where we go and the theme we have. We try to have a speaker that the kids can relate to, but we also do a lot of fun games together to build camaraderie together. And then we also just have time to play together and get to know each other in those settings. And every year we sit down and talk about what issues we think our students are dealing with and what character trait or ideal that we're trying to build into them. And so this year we chose Elevate, just to be thinking about that higher calling we have. And it actually came from a verse in the Bible. In fact, Alicia, could you read it for us? It was from Colossians.
Yeah. If then you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth.
Thanks. Luke, what did that verse kind of mean to you, or that theme mean to you this year?
That theme really just meant exactly what it said, which would be just to stop worrying so much about your material possessions and to worry more about how God sees you and to set your mind on Christ.
One of my favorite parts about Pursuit was, as a senior, we get to go down a night before everybody else and spend the night and have community with all of our fellow classmates and teachers. And one of my favorite parts about that was actually the very end of senior seminar, start of Pursuit, when all of us seniors made a couple of lines in a tunnel for our lower classmates in lower grades to walk through, and it was just a blast. We just made lots of noise, cheered them on, welcomed them to the camp, and it was just a ton of fun.
Alicia, what was that like for you as a new student to come off the bus and be welcomed that way?
It was pretty crazy. None of the at the school I was at, it was public school, and none of the seniors really acknowledged the younger classmen or like act like they even like them. So to have the seniors here be so excited that we were there, and it was just crazy to feel that accepted by the school.
It's been about 6 months since we had Pursuit, so it's interesting to reflect on what Pursuit meant for you guys. Alicia, how were you able to apply some of the things you learned at Pursuit, or how did it impact you this year?
Yeah, I really liked learning about identity, and it definitely helped set a good foundation for the school year and made me more confident in myself and who God is. I think definitely Pursuit, for me, being new, was especially about community and building relationships with the people there and getting to know the other students.
Luke, what about you as a senior? You've had a big year this year. What stayed with you this year from Pursuit's theme?
For me personally, I'd say my biggest takeaway that I've been incorporated in my life since Pursuit 6 months ago would be Pastor Seth's speech about identity and where that should come from. Mm-hmm. That it shouldn't be coming from what sports you play or what your grades are, but it should come from the Lord. Going back to the setting things above, setting your mind on things above. That's what it all comes down to. I think Pursuit's so important to us and so special to SC because it's kind of like a hook in an essay. If the hook's bad, then you're not going to really be able to follow the essay. And in the same way, I think that starting off the school year with such a bang, with such a good hook, people are going to be much more excited about SC's community and fellowship than if we just didn't have anything at all.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to the future years that I have here, being able to continue to develop the relationships with my classmates that I met this year. And as a senior, I'm looking forward to being able to welcome other people like I was welcome and make them feel special. and make them feel included at the school, especially if they're new.